We're going to flip into the action on this breezy Friday night, and oh boy, my body hurts just watching that. Let's flip late into the first quarter. Bellefonte already up as Liam Halterman, the quarterback, keep for the touchdown, looking like Penn State's Bo Pribula. The extra point would be good, just like this handshake. Sweet, as Bellefonte goes up 14-0.
Oh, that was a smooth handshake.
Greater Johnstown trying to respond with their own quarterback keep by Julius Reed. He'd get in, but the two-point conversion is no good as Bellefonte remains on top 14-6. The Trojans' luck seemingly turning around until Jackson Long picks off the short pass from Reed, and the Red Raiders would capitalize on the opportunity as Halterman connects with Jaden Grabazik in the end zone. Extra point is no bueno, and Bellefonte extends their lead to 26. The Red Raiders extend their lead off another Trojans turnover as Halterman keeps and runs into his end zone himself. A little deja vu. The Red Raiders would keep the pedal to the metal as they went on to beat the Trojans 38-18. For Greater Johnstown, their season ends under the lights of Rogers Stadium. Bellefonte's playoff run remains alive as they play Juniata next week. In all 10 of their games this season, Cambria Heights held their opponents to less than 14 points en route to an undefeated season. Bishop McCourt ended their regular season on a 2-game losing streak. We're going to pick things up in the second half as Bishop McCourt leads 17-10. Third down, Highlanders' Isaac Whalen steps back and fires across the field to Stephen Nellen for a 15-yard gain and a fresh set of down. Cambria Heights goes right back to the air a play later when Whalen rolls out and connects with a diving Marshall Eckenrode for another first down.
Talk about showing off the athletics.
Eckenrode gets the handoff. It's those athletics and power again, going and bulldozing into the end zone to tie the ball game up at 17 apiece with 2 minutes to go in the third. Now on the ensuing Bishop McCourt possession, John Dila bounces outside, then gets crushed by Garrett Jasper. That was our cold open. You remember that one. We'll watch it in slow-mo again. At the end of the quarter, Angelo Gallucci has trouble with the snap. We've heard that plenty of times. On a fourth down attempt, Bishop McCourt turns it over on downs. Cambria Heights would go on to win 24-17. The Highlanders remain undefeated at 11-0, escaping trouble, and move on to the second round. Meanwhile, the Crushers' season ends at a crushing 5-6. Well, we'll have to wait to see exactly if it's the year, but I can tell you something's certainly in the air in Happy Valley, and it's not just the autumn weather. Both Fox's Big Noon Kickoff and ESPN's College Game Day will host their shows at Penn State tomorrow for the big game. This is the first time that Big Noon Kickoff and College Game Day will be at Penn State at the same time. People already started camping out in anticipation for the shows. College Game Day last attended a Penn State game in 2021. They've announced that Keegan-Michael Key will be the guest picker on the show. College Game Day will begin at 9, and Big Noon Kickoff will kick off at 10. Caleb Spur, the first up, one of 5 Mainers on hitting streaks of 4 or more games, takes a first pitch letter high. Spur on a 7-game hitting streak in which he's 8 for 24. In that stretch, 12 for 12 when stealing bases. He hits this one into left center field. Davis on his horse. He can't get there as this one's going to bounce its way to the wall. Spur round second. He's hustling for third. Here comes the relay. Lopez's throw is not in time. It's a triple to lead off the game for Caleb Spur. And Sanford's offense is right back in business, picking up where they left off a night ago.
Slider just hangs over the heart of the plate, and Spur did not miss it. Got on his horse, saddled it, and ran all the way to third base, 98 off the bat. And just like that, the hard work Danbury put in to get the 1-run lead, you've got to be careful now with the runner 90 feet away.
It's an 8-game hitting streak now for Caleb Spur. Took the second pitch he saw and deposited 361 feet towards the wall as Tucker lays off a first pitch slider inside. Tucker himself also on a hitting streak. 4 straight games with a hit, 4 straight games with multi-hit games. He's 8 for his last 19 as he starts out 1-1 here. Really an emphasis on the off-speed stuff early from Wooten. Through just 2 batters, it's prevalent.
And he likes to do that because most of the time it doesn't allow batters to get on top of the baseball. Obviously, Spur would tell you the exact opposite. Took that one 98 off the bat, but doesn't take a genius to tell you that if it's slow on the way in, it's going to go faster on the way out. So he tries to get batters uncomfortable in the box, And good on Spur just to get on top of it early.
Tucker fouled off the next pitch. That 4 straight multi-hit games that I was talking about has boosted Tucker's numbers up to 262. 18 runs scored, 6 driven in. Looking for a 7th as he grounds this one to third. Persano looks back Spur. The throw across to Buchero is in time as they get out number 1 and more importantly, keep Spur planted 90 feet away.
Immediate impact of that off-speed pitch that you were just talking about. 53 off the bat, right to the third baseman, and most importantly, keeps the runner at third base and puts 1 out on the scoreboard.
Well, I've mentioned hitting streaks for the first 2. Might as well continue it on to Bade on a 7-game hitting streak, but potentially more impressive. Hits in 15 of his last 17, batting .431 over that stretch as he takes ball 1 on a fastball. It's 28 for 65, 3 home runs, 19 runs batted in. That's over his last 17. Now over his last 12 games, he has 9 multi-hit games. As he hits this one the other way, that one's going to bloop foul as the count evens at 1-1. Over his last 12 games, 9 multi-hit games, 24 for 49. .490 batting average with 11 runs batted in his last 12. There's not many hitters better than Devin Bade in the NECBL right now. Lays off a fastball. That's right down there for strike 2.
I think the number that also goes to show for it is in his last 4, he hasn't struck out once.
Wooten looking to change that. Won't be able to just yet as Bade spoils one to the netting. Devin Bade out of Binghamton University here in his 3rd summer with Sanford, coming off of his 2nd straight All-Star game. Fouls off a good-looking off-speed pitch low, and he spoils yet another one.
Really good spoil as well, because that one for a second looked like it was going to squeak by him, but he just got enough of it. Fastball on the last one, that got fouled off. Off-speed on this one. Be interested to see what the Warrior goes to here.
Goes fastball. It's dropped behind the plate from DiGiacomo. If he catches that one, there is certainly a chance that is strike 3 called.
Just got frozen on the upper fastball. Unfortunate on the drop.
Wooten's 2-2 is looping into right field. It's going to drop down. It's an RBI single for Devin Bade. And the Mainers have tied this one right back up. Bade's hitting streak to 8. And he scores Spur, who just extended his hitting streak to 8 games with the triple to lead things off.
Sanford team that's got a lot of offensive confidence right now, not only the winning streak, but also the game they were a part of last night, and it's really showcasing right now. A triple to start things off, really good spoils by Bade in that at-bat, and he pays it off with the RBI single to give this game, to get this game all knotted up at 1.
Barcy lays off, first pitch off speed, too far inside from Wooten. Talk about last night. Sanford falls behind by 7 runs after the 4th inning. And the setup at Ocean State is generous for broadcasters because you hear everything field level. And there was no negative attitudes from Sanford as this one finds the strike zone. You could hear, come on, boys, let's just get some runs. Let's just score some runs. It's not that hard. Let's get back on the board. Nick Lops after the game tells me there was no head hanging. The attitude was positive, just as I had inferred from my observations. And Sanford came back to win it 19-14. Barcy takes this one outer third, and it's in there for strike 2. Barcy, another hot hitter. 7-game hitting streak, 14 for 24 in that stretch, 8 runs batted in. Hadn't played over the 5-game winning streak for Sanford, and then played last night as the Mainers extended it to 6, and he swings and misses. Wooten bounces back with his first strikeout.
Let's go Irish. That's what we heard throughout that break here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The Irish fans starting to take over as the Irish are starting to take over on the field. 10 points over their last 2 drives to tie up the game, while Penn State has gone quiet on the offensive end. A 3-and-out to kick it off. And now, Hayden, we're back to where we started. Tie ball game.
Yeah, you look back at the last Notre Dame drive, it was really that big chunk play in the air game. It was Aeneas Williams downfield lob ball from Riley Leonard over the head of Kobe King, who's quite frankly, he lacks quickness, he lacks speed, and as soon as Williams split out to the top side of the field along the Notre Dame sideline, mismatch. That's all you can think of when you see Kobe King line up with him, because he doesn't have the speed to keep up. And then Notre Dame, the run game. They finally established it. They finally got it going, and it's something they're going to lean on again in this drive.
Penn State fans trying to come to life and help him out. Ball on the 30, 1st and 10 for Riley Leonard and the offense. Leonard just got his 35th career rushing touchdown. He is second among active quarterbacks in the FBS, behind Bryson Daly of Army and the option offense they run. It was a couple option plays that helped Leonard out on that last drive. Leonard in the shotgun, his feet at the 25-yard line. He's got Jadarian Price to his right. All of his receiving threats, all 4 to the right as well. Leonard is going to throw it. Little screen play, Faison. Faison makes a man miss out past the 40 and is eventually wrapped up by the linebacker combination of King and DeLuca. But Jordan Faison starting to get involved, and it's a first down for the Irish. A gain of 11, 1st and 10. Irish going fast. Now they'll slow down as Raritan, the tight end, to get the play from Leonard, who's in the shotgun. Price there with them. 3 receivers and the tight end to the left side. That's the near side. Now Price moves over. Leonard takes the snap. Handoff Price. Right side run. Makes a man miss. And Kobe King comes and stops him. A gain of 1 that time for Jadarian Price. 2nd and 9 with the ball on the 42.
Back to the Faison catch. He is super twitchy. His lateral quickness is off the charts, and that's why he was able to go from walk-on to a starting receiver for Notre Dame. He's so quick. He can beat any corner one-on-one in those short slant routes. And then when he's in the open field, he's speedy. Really fast guy.
Mike Denbrock told us that he wanted to get him involved, and he's done so a little bit more as this game has gone on. Leonard in the shotgun, Price to his left on the far side hash. Leonard takes the snap, delayed handoff. Price gets around Kobe King on the outside, but he cannot get around Stick City. Abdul Carter meets Price, and it's 3rd and 8 with the ball on the 43, 7:12 to go in the 3rd quarter.
It was Abdul Carter in the first quarter with a hint of Zachy Wheatley. Then it switched. It was Zachy Wheatley with a hint of Abdul Carter. Now it's back to the Abdul Carter show, and that's big for the Penn State defense. They need him making big plays.
Board was late to adjust. It was a loss of 2. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 41. Leonard in the shotgun. Williams to his left. Leonard takes the snap, drops back. Pressure comes. Evans can't make the catch. Big hit in coverage by Cam Miller. Knocks the ball free, and behind the play, Abdul Carter shaken up, slow to get up. But a punt coming as Penn State's offense, or rather defense, holds.
Yeah, Emil Wagner, the right tackle, caught Carter up high toward that head neck area, got away probably with a penalty that you would maybe see in most games, and it shook up Abdul Carter, who's dealing with an upper body injury. He's got the shoulder all wrapped up tight, got an extra sleeve on there to add compression and blood flow, and he's been dealing with it. And if you can get away with it, if you're Wagner, yeah, maybe it's a little cheap, but you have to.
Punt nearly blocked. DeLuca almost got there. Instead, Tracy will field it, and he is blown up. Tracy just got Zion Tracy a huge hit on special teams. Oh my goodness. Zion Tracy destroyed on a great special teams play that time by Luke Talich, the former walk-on, a sophomore. Makes one heck of a special teams play.
On your marks, get set, go. Slow start for all 3 hot dogs, but Mustard on the inner corners makes a good cut, and Mustard's out to a good lead on the home stretch. Ketchup staying step and step. Ketchup making a comeback. It's going to come down to the wire between Ketchup and Mustard, and it's a photo finish. Mustard has the win, just a step ahead of Ketchup. So Mustard, Ketchup, and then Relish and Onions finishes in 3rd. Another incredible dollar dog night here on Big Ten Plus here at Medler. 4,305 hot dogs eaten to this point. And Tyler, we are working diligently on 9 and 10.